Let's bring in scholar at the Declaration of Independence Center for the Study of American Freedom at Ole Miss and author of the forthcoming book, Suicidal Empathy, Gad Saad, who really needs no introduction. Gad, why does it seem like a lot of the people with the most severe cases of TDS are former cable news hosts?
Well, I can't speak to why they're former cable hosts, but I can tell you is what they're exhibiting is something that we have long studied in psychology. So there's something called the Semmelweis effect, named after an Hungarian physician who identified what was killing women who had just given birth. It was because the doctors that were delivering the babies were not washing their hands after having worked on cadavers. Well, all the other physicians, no matter the amount of evidence that you showed them, were going, la, 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 I don't want to hear it, right? This is exactly also the theory of cognitive dissonance. I don't want to see any evidence that is contrary to that which I already hold dearly in my brain. And so no amount of evidence that suggests that Donald Trump is doing a good job is going to get these people to alter their anchored positions.
But isn't it a sign of adulthood is being open-minded, is being mentally flexible, curious about new ideas, accepting new data and information?
Absolutely. And if you look at, you were talking about cable news people, if you look at the top podcasters, say Joe Rogan, well, what makes him so great and the reason why he's built such a platform is because he truly does come to every conversation open-minded. He doesn't have an a priori stance and no amount of evidence is going to shift him. He says, hey, let's have a conversation and let's see where that takes us. And because of that intellectual humility, he's been able to become the biggest podcaster. And so they could certainly learn a lot from Joe Rogan and his ilk.
So arrogance would be a major indicator of advanced TDS.
I would call it intellectual hubris, right? And so I am so arrogant in feeling that my position is the correct one that you could show me all of the evidence in the world. I am never going to admit that I might be wrong because I've built my entire personhood on Trump being an existential threat. So I'm not going to appear now on Jesse Waters' show and say, oops, I guess I was wrong. And I will double down and triple down forevermore.
Well, I was wrong once about the red wave. And I learned my lesson. Don't make bold predictions on television about elections. We'll just wait and see what happens. Gad Saad, great to see you as always. I feel enlightened.